Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another trade recap video. This video is titled Be a Sniper. And I know we've got a flashy thumbnail which says, oh, I made $400 in 1 minute. But in reality, I was trading for about an hour and I was waiting for the right minute to attack. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video recap. And quite frankly, this is just how I've been playing the market over the past month. This is my P&L over, this is my P&L over the last 90 days. And then looking at the calendar, this has been one of my best months as far as being green. These numbers aren't huge or anything like that, but it's very consistent. So I'm just waiting for the right opportunities and just taking my shots when I see them. For those of you just starting, finding where those profitable opportunities are is going to be the hardest part. So I definitely suggest review your trades, record yourself trading. That's really going to help you go back and identify those spots that you should be aggressive, that you should be a sniper for. Now, coming over to this clip, let's first analyze the daily chart really quick. This one had a nice gap up 2 days ago, and then the next day closed strong, but didn't take out these highs, and now we're gapping up. This is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. The volume off the open was kind of light, only 1 million shares traded in the first minute, and this is on a $3 stock, so I would like to see more volume. I'm sure from a swing trader standpoint, this is pretty solid, but from a scalping standpoint, I'm not a huge fan of it. What I'll do is I'm going to watch the level 2. So as I play this clip, I'm just going to see how the level 2 moves. I want to see, are we skipping over cents, or is it pretty fluid? To me, it's a little glitchy here and there, but for the most part, we're stepping up cent by cent by cent. And so I'm just going to wait for the right spot. And this is exactly where that spot is. 288, we see a huge buyer come in. It's 892 on the bid, and that's a massive bid. That's about 3 to 4 times larger than I've seen all day. And not only did they come in on the bid, let me rewind this here. They pushed the bid up when they came in. So remember, they're going to come in at 298. Watch what happens when that bid gets shown. So they ate up everything that was at 298. And I love to see that. It's nice when a big bid comes in right below current price, but it's even nicer when a bid comes in above current price. That's this big. That means that that's an aggressive buyer. They're trying to get filled. So immediately when I see that, I'm going to go ahead and buy 8,000 shares. So I hit the button twice. I bought, looks like, so I got some at 3, and I'm going to get some at 301. Average is going to be $3 though, it looks like. And I'm just going to play this. So at this point, my stop loss is 298. I saw that big bid. If the price goes below 298 or looks like it's going to break 298, I'm going to go ahead and get out. What I'd like to see is an initial just push right away from that number, which we got a little bit of. We got 2 cents, but I'm still break even on the trade right now. And what I'd really like to see is for us to go up and take out these equal highs that we put in earlier in the day. That's what I'm looking for right now. See what's going to happen. Looks like we're trying to get some momentum. We saw some green there. And I think I'm going to try to sell on the bid if it looks like the bid's going to break. The bid's building right now. We're seeing green, but we're not going higher. That's usually a sign that we're going to come back down. As soon as I see that red, I think I tried to get on the bid here. And you can see my order didn't get filled. I was just a little bit late. Just trying to take 4,000 off, and then I'd add back if I needed to. So now we're going to go retest this bid, and we're going to see if this bid holds. At this point, I've already got my 8,000 shares on. I'm not looking to get any bigger on the position. I'm just going to see if this number holds. If I see red into the bid, then I'm going to go ahead and sell. There's a little bit of red, but the bid's still pretty big. It's a very sizable bid. And now we're getting that push away. So boom, I'm going to take off basically 80% of my position. I've still got 1,400 shares on. And again, I'm looking for that break of these equal highs. So the 305, 306 area, high day break. I see a larger ask. It's nothing compared to that bid that we saw, obviously, but it's something that I could see buying momentum into and maybe a spot to take a trade for a high day setup. So if I see green into this, I'm going to go ahead and buy. 304 is going to be my add. And there we go. So I saw 304 got taken out like that. I didn't see much green into it actually, but I think the momentum was there. We had a bid, so I was being a little aggressive. Looks like I'm going to get filled at 305. 305 immediately breaks, and then I'm going to take 4,000 off at 307. And then I think I'm going to take the rest of my position off here. And then all in all, that was about $400. And that whole series lasted about 1 minute. All right, fast forwarding a minute or two, that bid is going to come up again, but it's going to play a little bit differently this time. So I want to show you how I managed that position. Play this clip. Stock's going to come down to like $3 or something like that. Yeah, lots of red here, but there's some orders around $5 or around $3. A larger bid here. Bids building, and then boom, there we go again. So that bid showed up. It's about 700 right now, and they ate up the ask when they came in. They did the same thing that they did before. So we now have 700 sitting at 301. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did before. This time I'm only getting 4,000 shares, and I've got 4,000 shares at 302. And you might ask, well, why aren't you getting 8,000 shares? And well, we already wicked past the high a day, and sure, we have room to continue, but this is the second time that this bid is showing up. And usually the likelihood that something works on the second time is a little bit lower than on the first. We don't have those equal highs anymore, so I'm just going to go 4,000 shares, and I'll see if there's an opportunity to add maybe. We're not getting that initial push away. I'm going to try to partial out some maybe. As it looks like we're going to come back down, I actually took out 2,000 on the ask, so I only have 2,000 shares. Watching this bid and just waiting to see if we see red on the tape. And if we do, I'm going to hop out on the bid. In this case, we didn't. We actually saw green, and so I added. Now I have 6,000 shares. But we're not pushing any higher. It looks like we're going to come back down. And so now it gets a little sketchy because we failed to go higher twice now. And I'm seeing lots of red over here. So I'm actually totally out of my position now. I sold 6,000 shares into this bid because I didn't want to risk this bid breaking and the stock flushing on me. But the bid doesn't actually break. So we're seeing lots of red, but we're not actually breaking. And if we see green, I'm going to look to add. I'm going to look to get back in this thing because that's a lot of selling that happened in a very short period of time. And if shorts are looking for the break of this large bid and this thing starts to go the other direction, you know what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to cover. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And on these, it's not so much that I'm looking for a high day break. I'm looking for 1, 2, maybe 3 cents. That's all I'm looking for. But this is a high probability play because, again, as the momentum reverses really quickly, a lot of people are forced to cover. So I'm in there. And again, my stop's going to be against 301. We get a little pop, and I'm just going to take off 1,000 on these pops. So now I've got 1,000 off at 303, 1,000 off at 304, another 1,000 off at 304, and then the rest off at 303. So about $60 on that one. But that's kind of how I manage a trade around a larger bid like this. So guys, I hope you found this to be educational, helpful, whatever. This is something that I've kind of perfected over the past year or two from watching myself trade like this, making these videos for you guys, seeing where I need to be aggressive and where I need to take my foot off the gas. So if this did help you, really appreciate a like. If you want to see more of this stuff, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.